Yes, sir. What's going on, guys? DJS here. We are back, and I'm gonna continue this live commentary here. I'm streaming some Netflix while I'm live coming, and dinking around here playing some zombies. And dudes, have you ever seen the show? Sorry, After 14 is when it takes 2 hits. Have you ever seen the show River Monsters? That show is crazy. So, if you haven't seen River Monsters, I don't know what channel it's on, so I can't help you out there. I think it's like on Animal Planet or something like that. But River Monsters, yeah, maybe it was at Animal Planet. It's like a show where a dude goes to all over like the world in these random rivers, and he just catches just ginormous, crazy looking. Holy, I'm gonna die. Like fish, freshwater fish or whatever it is, just crazy, quote unquote, river monsters. And the dude, oh, nice nuke time. Oops, I missed it. Because of the lag there, I missed it. No way, lag on Black Ops. River monsters. So this guy, yeah, like the one that he's showing right now is he caught a 6'8", 6 feet 8 inches long fish that had, it looks like an alligator. It's just ridiculous. The show is ridiculous, and I've seen it before, and I thought, okay, yeah, whatever. It's not that impressive. It looks like all the same type of animals or whatever. But then I watched the extras on this show, and they had a behind the scenes version on this show, and the guy just talks about all his experiences and all his travels and all his shit. This dude is like a modern day, like super badass guy, like Indiana Jones type or some shit. I don't know if you know what to explain him as. He's just crazy, and he'll go all over the place, and they have a crazy rigorous schedule where they need to travel to all these really, really crazy destinations and catch these fish. And you got to think, like, he's going to this area to catch a fish, and what if it's in such a tight time frame where he's not even able to catch the fish? And actually, he explained that the first episode that they did for River Monsters was like at some place. I can't remember which place it was, but it was at some place, and they were there for day in and day out, and they had this shirt. He had the shirt on that was just worn all the way through, like just something crazy. And he was super exhausted because they were just fishing day in and day out trying to catch this fish. They couldn't get it. Finally, they finally ended up getting one of the fish or whatever. And in order to actually reel in, he had to cross the river. Well, in order for him to cross the river was running rampant, and it was just insane. And he jumps in the water, and he just gets swept right in. They thought he was going to go over. It was just wild. And he did finally manage to make it across the river to catch this monster. His camera crew had the camera, and he had to run up and around and over a bridge with the camera, this big-ass camera, to be able to get this shot. And he had to do it quick before he reeled it in. So it was just something else. The stories that they had there was insane. So that was one of them. Another one of the cameramen, like, they were in some other areas, like jungle-like area, and it was like a storm just passed, and they thought it was gone. All of a sudden, they hear this insanely loud crack of lightning and thunder, I guess, and because obviously thunder is what sounds. Lightning isn't. Not rocket science there, but anyway, holy moly, lag city trick. Anyway, so the thunder cracks, and they're ducking down and freaking out, and they're wondering if everybody's okay. All of a sudden, they look over, and one of the cameramen's knocked out in a boat, and he got struck by the lightning, and they thought he was dead, but he actually had pretty big rubber boots on, and it actually probably ended up saving his life, he said. But just crazy to think about that, getting hit by lightning and having that happen would just be nuts. Then he tells us another story, man. I'm just going on this long river monster tangent because it was just ridiculous. He was in this other place trying to catch his stingray. The stingray was just, I guess, ridiculously huge, and he was reeling this stingray in, struggling for like 2 hours pulling the stingray in. Which 2 hours trying to pull a fish in? I think it was 2 hours. Maybe it was longer than that. It was just a ridiculous amount of time, and it ended up ripping his muscle all weird on his biceps because of I think the rigorous action, or when it snapped the pull. Because what ended up happening is his pole ended up snapping. Wasn't able to pull in the stingray. This thing was ginormous, and this pole was huge. And can you imagine going after a 2-hour struggle trying to catch a big ass stingray and having the thing snap the pole and get away? I mean, like, you'll never know, especially someone who's such an avid fisherman as himself, obviously making a living off of the show even, that you'll never be able to sleep right at night knowing that dude got away, and he knew he was big as shit because he snapped your ginormous pole. And he showed the pole, and he tried bending the pole just to show us like how much flex there was left over of the pole. And he could barely make it move. And when this stingray was on it, it bent the pole basically all the way back, like it was like a semicircle. Like it was such a big fish. And I don't know, it'd be crazy to know what size stingray it was. But he told us some of the crazy stories. And the lightning one wasn't even the worst. They actually had on film prior to when he actually did the River Monster show, a plane crash. He was in a plane, a little biplane, and the damn thing crashed. The engine went out, and they were scraping. Like you could see the plane was scraping above the trees, or like the trees underneath it and stuff. And then they ended up like in a ditch, basically, like a swamp on a ditch. They ended up in a swamp, and they were like all alive, and everybody was okay. It looked crazy though. The show is nuts though, but because of that show, because of the extra show, I gained like a whole new respect for the show River Monsters, and now like I want to go back and watch every single one of the episodes because it's just crazy the size of these things that he's catching and the different species of animals, and it's just an all around really, really crazy and well put together show as well. I like nature shows though and stuff like that anyway. So maybe that's just me and my nerdiness, but nature shows and stuff like that is fun. But this dude is a badass, though, that's for sure. Like Crocodile Dundee, I guess, is a better example, not Indiana Jones. I'm like, he's like Crocodile Dundee. Meanwhile, I didn't mean that. I meant Indiana Jones. I mean Crocodile Dundee, not Indiana Jones. I'm getting all fumbled up. I don't want to die right here. Double points. I might as well shoot these bitches. Die, everyone. Blow up. Now what? More? And. Oh. Last guy? Oh. Look, but don't touch. Get out of here, Misty. We touch if we want to. Yeah, I'm seeing the show right now, like, just kind of in the backdrop. And the dude, the fish that he caught is just ginormous. Alright, so this is a chance that I can get another one. Try to use claymores and... So this one now takes 2 hits. I don't know, it took 1, or did I hit him twice and I didn't realize it? Well, it's a tricky sometimes to hit. Little ninja kick. Ninja roll. One player, oh, nice. There's quick reload. Yeah, I got 5 perks. One player, there's like 6 of them. That's it. At least for right now. Maybe later rounds there's more. But when you play like with 4 players, dude, it was insane. There's so many of those little buggers that just run around everywhere. So now I have 5 perks. Round 19. Not bad. Not bad for myself considering how long it's been since I played this game. I make it around 25. To be quite honest, I'll be happy. Doesn't take much to please me. I need a dime. That's top of the line. What song is that? Do you guys know what that song is? You guys probably don't even know. It's called Bad. Ying Yang Twins. And I don't even remember the rest of the lyrics. Cute face, small waist, and a big behind. That's what it is, I think. I need a dime. That's top of the line. Cute face, small waist, and a big behind. I actually don't remember the words. I remember I played that song in the nightclubs a lot, though. That song was... it jumped off when I throw that down. Any songs that are about women's and females and shaking and dancing and popping and dropping. I swear to God, like, from DJing in nightclubs so long, I could probably make my own song that can make it big in nightclubs. But sometimes when artists tracks, they're not made for the nightclubs. They're made for just listening to, not like anthems of just nightclubs. Like Kesha, as much as everybody hates Kesha, Kesha's music is strictly geared towards like nightclubs, like dancing, for the most part. Black Eyed Peas, kind of most of the songs that make it big are the same way. And but then there's a lot of artists like that people love that don't make songs like that. Like Jay-Z does not make songs like that. I don't know, maybe a little bit of insight that you guys don't really care about. But I should do more talk about that type of stuff though, because it's kind of interesting probably to hear. I'm gonna kill these mother grabbers. Oh, watch out now. Ah. Ooh. I wish I had more bullets, but I don't. I wish I could cook a grenade and blow it up on myself because I have PhD flopper, but I don't. So annoying, dudes. Like, you know what doesn't make any sense to me? If they can make Black Ops 2 with all these patches and shit, and all these, not patches, not patches, but DLC. Like, they just added DLC with custom, like, gun skins and shit. Why can't they add a DLC gun to zombies, 1, and, number 2, add a, oh, heads up. You guys are going through this door hella slow. DLC gun, number 1, bring back other wonder weapons into new maps, number 2, and number 3, bring back new perks or older perks brought back or whatever. I mean, why can't they do any of those things for me? Come on, Treyarch. Because I butt slam you guys all the time because you guys are annoying sometimes. Is that why, Treyarchs? Go. Go gadget Claymore. Oh shit. That click sound means I'm out of ammo. I mean, maybe I should go get ammo and stuff, but oh well. Dope. Play more action time. Bap! Get some. Get some. On 20. Alright, we did it, America. Yeah, see, this is crazy that those things came already. Like, what is it, 4 rounds of them I killed? Because I only got, yeah, there's 4 rounds of them. Every 5 rounds, usually. But, they came, like, at round 17 instead of 20. I ain't gonna stand for that. I'm a strong woman. Listen to Titsy McGee over there. Shut your mouth, Titsy, and get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. People always say that, make me a sandwich. What type of sandwiches do you think they request? Because for me personally, like, a chick can't just make me a sandwich. They have to know how to make a fucking sandwich. It just, I mean, I don't like red onions on my sandwiches, number 1. Not because I don't, like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but red onions or red onions raw, to me, just leave you with the rankest smell in your mouth. It's just disgusting. So I don't like red onions on my sandwiches. I'm not a huge mayo person. I don't like a shit ton of mayo slathered on my sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I like meat on my sandwich, but I don't want it over. I don't want too much meat, but I don't want, like, no meat either. Like, it's definitely a key component of a sandwich, so you can't fuck that up. There's the dynamic of making a sandwich is a lot more complicated than what people give it credit for. And I mean, lettuce is a plus, tomatoes a plus. I always like that stuff. I'm a fan of pickles, depending on the sandwich. Yet again, so there's just lots of things. I'm curious what type of sandwich Misty would make me, because she seems kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie, she seems kind of dumb. Her quotes are a little sarcastic, which I'm okay with, but she seems. I mean, maybe it's because of the size of her breasts. She doesn't seem like she'd be an intelligent one. Which isn't fair. It's not fair to judge a woman based on the size of her breast. No, let me make that a little bit more clear. It's not fair to judge the intelligence of a woman by the size of her breasts. I think that's what I was trying to say. It's not fair to judge them like that. It's fair to judge them by the size of the breast, because breasts are what make the world go round. around like a breast, so to speak. But breasts and sisters are a wonderful thing. I'm not gonna lie. They literally are you know, the thing that makes us all live. It's a beautiful nurturing thing they are for children and men alike. Yeah, but I wonder what type of sandwich he makes. I bet she makes a really crappy sandwich. Maybe leave a comment. Let me know what type of sandwich Misty would probably make. I'm guessing it would probably be like horrible though. Like she just probably wouldn't know how to make a sandwich, and it would just be horrible. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich would be kind of cool, but I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I know it's like hood rich stuff because like it's something you eat as a kid, but peanut butter and jelly sandwiches can also be made like a foodie kind of way where you can add like some crazy shit to it and make it with some crazy bread and adds like bananas to it and whatever else to make a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich and shit like that. You know, foodies will come up with some crazy stuff like that, like food carts. They'll make up some crazy stuff like that. But oh man, we're at 21. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right about here. Right about here. I'm gonna pause it because I'm gonna go ahead and end this commentary, and we'll pick it up next episode. Thanks for stopping in. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and let me know if you guys like the video. We'll catch you guys.